Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to War Hospital on the PS5. In the last episode, we had just ordered some new supplies and new staff. Let's see when they're going to arrive. They're going to arrive at... let's see... It hasn't updated the list yet. This is more freight supplies coming, and I think a touch more food. There we go, mixed cargo. So the next train due at 11:34 p.m. So 3.5 hours, 3.5 minutes. We will get 15 new medical supplies and a new nurse for our hospital. Right, we need to get our engineers into the right places. I'm going to put both of our freshest engineers into the pharmacy, and let's put Grindon onto the morgue.
Engineer is on the way.
Get the morgue up and running. That way, if someone dies on the table, we don't have to clear them to free up that bed for the next patient. They will just get moved automatically into the morgue, and we can then assign a team from the cemetery at some point later to go and collect them from the morgue. Let's get him out of surgery, or out of rest now, to do those two patients. Jacob is now extremely exhausted, needs a rest.
Sir, doctor is starting a new shift.
We can take that team out of the cemetery now, give them a little bit of a rest, and then we will reallocate them once they've had a little bit of a breather. Only got the 3 nurses doing what they're doing.
Sir, medics are on the way.
Now we've got the high precision weights done. Have we got the high precision weights done? What is left? Yes. So you can see we're at normal speed and we're generating supplies pretty quickly now. Which is good because, like I say, we need them. We are seriously under-supplied right now. And you will see from time to time our staff will bitch about that, saying, yeah, should have done this hours ago. Or they'll be talking about, you know, there's just no bandages. These bandages are dirty. We can't change them. We haven't got any more. Another soldier off to HQ.
Sir, operation was successful.
Do need to start sending more people to the trenches. As you can see, really good for the next attack. And then we've got another attack just popped up, and we are way understaffed for that one. All right, this is our first simplification that's actually going to have an impact other than just making the operation a little bit easier. This one's going to reduce the rehabilitation time by 5.5 hours, which is good. We're also going to get a morale boost as well. So you can see our morale now up to 55%. As a reminder, morale, hugely important. The higher the morale, better our staff perform. Longer they can go without getting too tired, and the quicker they recover when you put them into rest as well. Let's make a decision. Again, not a strong soldier, only 1 note. So send to HQ. No patients waiting at the moment for a decision, but we do have an ambulance about to arrive. We still have another wounded in the trench, and 2 more patients to, or some more patients to bring down as well. So that team's off to go and get the one in the trench. And these are now going to start transporting them down to CCS. Have a look at that patient brought in. We are going to jump the queue with that soldier because we need to get him on the front lines quickly. Supplies. This might be our nurse. It is. and our medical supplies as well. So we're up to 26 medical supplies now. That's better. We have an exhausted nurse over here, so we're immediately going to drop Madeline in there, put Isabel in for a rest, and then we'll drop her into the CCS to add a bit of extra support.
Sir, new patient arrived.
So this is one of our trench patients. Again, a really strong soldier. We're going to drop him in here, and he'll be the first one to be operated on when Jacob finishes recovering from his break.
Sir, operation was successful.
That medical team should be ready now. Yes, they are. Let's move on to CCS.
Sir, medics are on the way.
Okay, halter because we've just got that changing of the nurses. Going to go to the trenches. That'll give us the strength we need for the next attack and improves our chances for the attack after that. Still have a couple more wounded up here that need to be collected and brought back down.
Sir, nurses are on the way. Sir, medics reached the casualty clearing station.
Flint. Not a high priority. Drop them to the back of that queue over there.
Sir, nurses reached the rehab.
How are we doing with our engineers? Still not finished working on the morgue. Let's again just get him out of rest mode. Get him back on the job. He's only 2.5 minutes away from finishing the job.
Sir, patient is cured. Sir, engineers reached the construction site. Sir, and arrived.
Slow things down a bit. Up to 6 casualties in here now. We've got a terminal patient. So this patient is so messed up that they're highly unlikely to survive. So we're just going to immediately deny the operation. Like I said, it's better. I mean, they are still savable, but they need to be immediately thrown into surgery. We don't have anyone available. By the time we do, they'll have died waiting for the operation, and that will be a bigger morale hit than just denying the operation and saying sorry. Yeah, better luck next time, kind of thing. Again, this game does ask you to make some pretty nasty decisions from time to time, deeming who's worthy of living and who isn't. And there we go, that patient's died already. That's how quick that happened. Yeah, that was the patient we just denied. So they would have died probably on the table. Or even being transported to the table. Sometimes they'll die being transported to ADS or from ADS to CCS, depending on how quickly you can get them there. So,
Sir, engineer is on the way.
as we can progress further, we can look at upgrading various different things to bring in additional staff to help move patients quicker. We can also eventually get an little ambulance depot on our ADS up here as well, which will be on the opposite side of the road, that will be able to transport people from ADS down to the CCS quickly with an ambulance, although that's a little buggy in my experience so far, that sometimes they just ignore the ambulance and just bring them by hand down, by stretcher anyway. I think it's really only more useful if you've got lots of staff up there.
Sir, may I inform you that I left a personal recommendation note with one of the patients who was recently brought to the casualty clearing station.
Alright, Got an exhausted team. Let's move them out, give them a rest. And let's have a look. It's Ralphie Morgan. So, if we press triangle, we can have a look at his card. I want to inform you that Private Ralphie Morgan is to be promoted to corporal due to his exceptional zeal and unyielding valour due to the defence of the trenches. I was told that Private Morgan held his position alone despite overwhelming enemy forces for more than half an hour before reinforcements arrived. Due to his accomplishments, I recommend giving his case higher priority and ensuring his quick return to active duty. It's entirely likely, if we send him back to the trenches, that we will see him again. On one playthrough, I've seen him 3 times. So you can see it's a very difficult operation. Uncertain chances of failure, he'll probably survive. Complication chances are almost a given. That'll either lengthen the surgery or lengthen his rehabilitation, or cost a lot more medical supplies. And the chances of us getting a simplification, uncertain, probably not going to happen. But we do want to get him back on the front line if we can. So we need to jump him into a queue. We need to jump him to the front of Jacob's queue. And because it's a long operation, we need to basically do that. And bring Jacob out of rest early, do this surgery, and then send him back into rest and hope. You can see this patient here has deteriorated to stable. If we wait too much longer, we might lose them. So we're going to stretch again. Michelle's duty shift to try and get surgery done here on Mr. Robert Randall.
Sir, doctor is starting a new shift.
And I have an exhausted nurse. There we go.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
So yeah, from time to time we will get patients that have a recommendation note attached to them, either from the commanding officer from the trenches, or someone from HQ will communicate something, or maybe one of our staff will make a recommendation about the possibility of recruiting a patient to the hospital staff when they're recovered.
Medics are on the way.
And it's up to us how we deal with that. We can ignore them, but sometimes there can be consequences. Right, our nurse in surgery is now exhausted. Let's take someone out of rehabilitation.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
One thing I have got to get myself into the habit of doing is not just yanking someone out as soon as they're exhausted, but making sure that the replacement member of staff gets there first, because otherwise you lose that benefit, immediately. So here in surgery, you can see we've got the 20, 26, and 26. That will briefly go up when the second nurse gets there, but if we were to yank her out before the other one got there, they would all disappear down to zeros, which we don't want. We want to keep the bonus as long as we can. Oh, we've got a complication on Ralphie Morgan.
Reach the hospital.
What a surprise. So the wound is infected. Need to cleanse it thoroughly, or infection may spread and become life-threatening. So we can continue the operation as planned, which will increase the rehabilitation by 12 hours, or we can spend 2 extra supplies, and we're going to go with that. We've got some supplies in stock, so we can afford to do that. Let's move that nurse out now. Now that the replacement is there, let's put Evie into rest. Let's put Madison into CCS. Try and keep our patients alive for longer. So this will improve the wound deterioration speed and make that even smaller. Where is she? There she is, making her way along the back. Oh, got another ambulance. There's more patients coming in. horrible feeling about this one.
Sir, new patient arrived.
Okay, no. Maybe it's the first patients that are coming by train then that's going to cause the issue. But I know we're going to get another recommendation very soon. Yeah, we've got 3 casualties arriving in about 3 hours by train. Have we still got anyone up here? No, we have cleared that now. Another attack. Right, let's bring that team down.
Sir, medics are on the way.
And let's move the team to the surgery, to the cemetery. So this is the patient that we denied the surgery to. Oh, we lost Robert Randall. Yeah. Okay. Ralphie Morgan is still alive and kicking. But,
Sir, medics reached the casualty clearing station.
yeah. There's another one gone. You can see now we need to move those 2 over because one is in better condition than the other. We've got a stable here. We're going to switch those over. And we're going to have to wait a bit, I think, before we can start allocating others, because more casualties are going to turn up soon, and they may take priority, depending on how badly injured they are. Let's get Evie into rehabilitation.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
Get these patients back up and running. Need to move Ivan over to the trenches. Oh, we've got engineers just sat doing nothing. Damn it. Got 2 notes, so I've got plenty of supplies again. What can I afford to use up some of those supplies? Need another note. How long have we got till we get one? 6.5 minutes. That's too long.
Sir, engineers reached the construction site.
Right, what else can we look at? That's a tempting one because, you know, it would speed up any future construction projects we do. I've got enough notes to get that one started. That'll use up 200 supplies. What about housing? That one would be nice. Just need one more note again. Let's have a look at healing. Is there anything in here we can afford in terms of notes that we use up some supplies? I need 7 for that one. These are all going to be expensive and locked as well behind upgrades. Can we afford that one yet? No, we can't. Can't afford that one. Can't afford that one either. Alright, let's at least get some housing done. So let's improve the number of medics that can be hired. There we go.
Sir, engineers reached the pharmacy. Sir, engineers reached the construction site.
Are these two guys too tired? I think they might be. Yes, they are. Okay. Switch them over. We only have one surgeon operating at the moment, so we only really, for a little while, only need the one medical team. But if you've only got one medical team, then when a surgery's done, then that's one team to go and collect that patient and then take them down to rehabilitation, then go all the way back to CCS and then take the patient from CCS to surgery. It's a very slow process. Ideally, you want 2 medical teams per surgeon minimum, so that as one patient moves, one team moves the patient from one place to another, the other team is already grabbing the next patient and getting them ready to go straight in. Speeds things up immensely. But you know, given we do have a little shortfall of staff right now, we've got to do what we can. Do we still have someone up here? I do. Let's bring them down now.
Medics are on the way.
Anyone deteriorating any further? Not yet. Ralphie's surgeon is still only 60% of the way through the operation. Oof. We've just had 3 patients brought in by train. I was just looking to see when that was. There's one of them there, look, on the stretcher. I was waiting to see when that was going to happen. Actually, I've never zoomed in on the station before. Oh, that's it. It basically just rotates the camera around. Oh no, there we go. We can flip between platform cameras.
Sir,
Oh, that's it.
we have received a dispatch concerning one of the patients who was brought in on the last train.
Alright, so that's going to be Valentin de la Puerta-Goff, son of a general. Need to prioritize this one. We can ignore the request, but you know, as you can see, I'm writing to you with a personal request to give extra attention to the case of my son, essentially. I would be much obliged if he was to be operated on and sent for rehabilitation as quickly as possible. I am known to repay kindness or hostility shown towards me. I am a man with certain influences. I hold some power over when the hospital would gain additional resources or staff members. So yeah, we defy him and don't give his son priority. Then he will take away some of our military draft notes. Not good. Question is, who am I going to sacrifice? Because I'm going to have to sacrifice someone. We're going to drop him in there. This poor gentleman, Flint, will probably end up not surviving as a result. We'll try and let our surgeon rest a little bit longer, but we can't wait too long, otherwise he will start, the son of the general will start to deteriorate pretty quickly. And we've still got 2 more patients coming in as well from the train, and these could be in pretty rough shape. We just don't know.
Sir, new patient arrived.
Okay, he's okay. He's in good condition. We've got 2 nurses in here at the moment, which is why our wound deterioration speed's at 19%. Boost. And we do have another serious patient. And he is getting denied. Again, I try and save him, then I risk losing more because the state, of our doctors, they are already pretty tired. One is, going to be pushing a collapse. He's still going with Ralphie Morgan. Still got 20% of the operation to do. The other one is still resting from a very long shift as well. If we overload them and they collapse, then whoever's on the table at the time dies pretty much instantly, and that surgeon is then
New patient
gone
arrived.
for a long time. More freight supplies and possibly a bit more food as well. I need the notes. I'm going to have to move this one across. Again, we'll have a bit of time to reinforce the trenches after the next attack. But right now I need those notes. To 9 in here awaiting a decision. We've got 5 awaiting surgery and 4 awaiting a decision about surgery, and we've just about got enough supplies for them at the moment, for the ones that are in the queue and have been assigned. The ones that haven't been assigned a surgeon yet don't have any supplies for them. We've got 3 leftover supplies, or 4 now. We just made another one. Start speeding that up again. Medic team rooms is done, so now I can reassign William onto the CCS upgrades. As soon as I get some more notes, I will be getting another big expensive project started. That will take place in about 2 minutes.
Sir, engineers reached the pharmacy.
We're looking with our teams. These guys are fresh, so we'll take out Tom and Alex, give them a little break.
Medics are on the way.
Let's check our nurses. Madison's looking a little tired. They've got the same surname. I wonder if they are related. I doubt it. It does seem to randomly generate names.
Nurses are on the way.
I did actually have a medical team that both had the same surname, both had the same the name of Hill as their surname, just, you know, the pair of them. So I just always assumed that they were brothers, even though I don't know if they were or not. Another patient on the way down for rehabilitation. This is almost certainly going to be another patient that we throw straight to HQ. Oh, it's Ralphie. Oh, Ralphie's going back to the trenches. And you can see he's got a black bar, which means he's only going to generate 2 combat strength now. The surgery and the severity of his injury did reduce his combat power down by 1. So, a bit of a shame. Let's see if and when he turns back up, what condition he's in then. There will come a point where I'll just say enough is enough and I'll release him from duty, I think.
Sir, medics reached the casualty clearing station. Sir, patient is cured.
Alright, that's 3 notes. I need 1 more.
Sir, patient is cured.
There we go. Right. So, I've just about got time before the next shipment arrives. I need something expensive. There's the warehouse. Can't afford that one. Can't afford that one. It's going to have to be the warehouse, I think. Yeah, that's only 100. It's not enough. Okay, let's go and get... Let's just have a look. That's 400. That might be useful, because then we could get another boost on our pharmacy. Yeah, let's do that. That's quite a quick one as well. It will unlock chemical supplies, which we won't really need for a while. But it does... We're going to need the trauma supplies before then, and they are the last one to unlock, which is a bit frustrating. There we go, back down to 337. That's manageable. I need to think about getting food production started at some point soon. We are down to 74. We're using 12 rations per meal at the moment. Obviously, the more staff we have, the more patients we have, that starts to creep up. Now we're over capacity. A lot of good patients that we could send back. Let's get that surgery started. You can see we've got another one who is deteriorated slightly. We need to immediately get this one going because he has deteriorated serious. Let's move that rest to there. So I have to bring the doctor back out of rest for this one surgery. Hope he can pull it off, and then I don't know, see what we can do after that. I'm going to move this patient up to there. Let's take this patient off. Yeah, we'll have to leave it like that for now.
Sir, Doctor is starting a new shift.
Let's check our nurses. Let's get that medical team on there. Let's throw another nurse into CCS.
Sir, medics are on the way.
Try and keep our patients alive a little bit longer.
Sir, medics are on the way.
Another train due in about 3 minutes. And that is more supplies, then more supplies, and another 4 wounded. More supplies, and 5 more wounded. And we've got an attack coming on the trenches soon as well. We really would like some extra staff notes. Try and get a 3rd surgeon in place as quickly as possible. Complication. Patient has got the flu, so we can just do a standard procedure. It will increase the rehabilitation by an extra 5 hours, or we can use an extra medical resource, an extra surgical supply. We don't have the relative upgrade to choose this option, which would have again increased the supply, but would also have shortened the rehabilitation process. So we are going to go with the influenza treatments. Use it 1 extra supply.
Sir, nurses reached the casualty clearing station.
But hopefully it is going to be worth it. Ralphie Morgan still undergoing rehabilitation. 13 minutes till he's ready to go back to the trenches. Just in time for the next attack. We might see him back very quickly. Game is very bleak at times. You will hear, oh yeah, that's a patient we said no chance. You will hear people screaming in pain if you hang around here too long. Like that. Yeah, it's pretty horrific soundtrack if you hang around in the wrong places too long. Let's take a quick look at the trenches. We've not been there for a little while. So you can see we've got 1 soldier there, 1 there. Is that it? Is that all we have? Got a couple over here. We don't have many soldiers in the trenches. Yeah, we desperately need to start pumping some more up there. Well, these are the ones that we've sent. These 4 that you see. There might be others in there, but they're the 4 that we've sent up there. Got a tired nurse and a screaming patient. Let's take her out, give her a break, and then send her straight back in again when she's ready. Now we're getting on with surgery. The General's son is about halfway through his operation. It's going to be a while, unfortunately, until anyone else gets some surgery, because both of our surgeons are going to be pretty knackered.
Sir, operation was successful.
Alright, so the patient who deteriorated to serious, we did save. And need the notes, send them to HQ. We've got enough combat strength to survive the next 2 attacks without any real issues. If we had more in there, that would be better, but we need to improve this hospital, improve our facilities. How tired is our doctor? 8 hours of rest needed. Okay. Might get another attack hit. Let's look at, see if we can knock out a couple of quick surgeries first.
Sir, operation was successful.
Let's get that nurse back in there now. Again, just slow down that deterioration rate. 2 more patients brought in by ambulance. Our rehabilitation nurse is now exhausted. Let's take one out of surgery. I need, unfortunately,
Sir, nurses are on
to get
the way.
those patients back out as quickly as possible, because we need the draft notes, the chits. If anyone is wondering what I mean by chits, chits is like a British colloquialism for a receipt.
Sir, nurses reached the casualty clearing station.
.24 supplies, that should be enough. Let's throw an extra patient in there, an extra guy in there for now. Put the other ones into rest. We're at capacity on the CCS. Alright, Valentin, we cannot send him to the trenches. He won't let us, as you can see. But you know, it's in red, the ones that we can't send him to, so we can't release from duty either. We've got to send him basically to the daddy, send him to HQ. There we go. But at least he's going to give us 3 more, 3 more chits for that in about 9.5 minutes.
Sir, medics reached the casualty clearing station.
Let's get Evie back into the operating ward.
Nurses are on the way. Sir, engineers reached the construction site. Sir, engineers reached the construction site.
Right, let's take a look at our surgeons. Still exhausted. This guy's now critical. So he has to. I have to call him from the list, unfortunately. Because he won't survive long enough. We're going to see his name pop up as
Sir,
dead
operation
in a
was
second.
successful.
Right. Reagents is done. That unlocks the ability to create chemical supplies down here now. The trauma is still locked, unfortunately. Now, for those of you with even a passing historical knowledge of the First World War, we'll probably very quickly figure out what we need those chemical medical supplies for. Alright, nice easy simplification here. Makes the surgery pretty much a given. So that's another patient saved. That's good. Morale is at 53%. I'd like that to be a little higher. We'll get a morale boost when Ralphie goes back, I believe. Yang, we're going to send Yang to HQ as well. And then we need to make sure that we do, at some point, not too far off, send someone else to the trenches. There we go. Patient Flint, we denied him admission. He has now passed. I try not to look at the memorial wall too often because, eventually the list of names starts to get very big and the weight of those decisions that you've made starts to hit home a little bit. I'm about to get hit with another attack. I've got 2 patients who have just deteriorated. I might have to say goodbye to them as well because we're going to get some more wounded any moment. We've got a trench attack due in just a few minutes. So this seems like a pretty good place just to tidy up any loose ends and then get started on the next episode. So let me have a look. Is there anything I can quickly build that's going to use up some more supplies? I need one more note for the warehouse. What do I need here? I need 7 for that one, so I think I use up a little bit. Looks like I've just had a delivery of parts. I've got 4 more casualties arriving by train in 5 minutes as well. Alright, well, we're going to end it here. And part 4, the next episode, will be ready pretty much as soon as you finish watching this one. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode of War Hospital, and I'll be back with a little bit more very soon.